Hi, everybody. It's Tim Motzer here, searching for sparks. And today, aren't we lucky to be able to talk to my great sister, wonderful friend, Ursula Rucker, who we're bringing on right now, without further ado. Are you there, Urs?
I am. Can you see me?
I can see you.
I might change to another corner of my room because the light is weird.
That's cool too.
I'm going to have to ask Anthony for his help. But hey, what's up?
Hello. It's so good to see you again. It's been, wow, I don't know. We see each other then and again, but we're still.
Don't get me crying already. We're just starting.
Okay. What could happen?
It's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. I'm going to change my location because, you know, I'm being real Virgo about this now. I'm like, nah, this is not good.
All right.
All right, keep playing. I need to change over. All right. So just bring the chair and I'll just bring But I still like that piece there.
Little musical interludes.
Much better. Plus, I got to listen to that.
All right. Yeah, I just thought it would be fun to play some guitar and bring you on. And man, I just can't wait to play together again. I just got to say that.
Whew, it was already a long time that we haven't done it before all this shit happened anyway. So
I know
we're long overdue. I miss our magic making moments.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for all the ones we've had thus far.
Yeah, and many there were, you know, given time to reflect and all these amazing albums that were made and all the tours and.
Yep.
Wow, as you've been saying all week, there's a lot of stories. There's a whole lot of stories, and I was just curious about because a lot of this this program or these talks I've been having are about, you know, the spark, finding the sparks, and also, you know, when did it all start? When did it begin? You know, it's like, when did you know that, you know, writing was your thing? You know, what was the thing that pulled you in? Was there a singular moment, or did it just happen?
I love the way that you ask that. I'm pulling the thing up on your Facebook Live so I can try and do what everybody else does, all the things at the same time.
Multiple screens.
I'm learning stuff, multitasking on a whole nother level. It was life, man.
Yeah.
You know that Yeah, organic divine life to say, here, this is what you have to do to stay alive and help people, help yourself, and express yourself and be creative, and just you're meant to be an artist. So I was just following that. Like I always felt the artist energy.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how it was going to manifest. So you just have to like pay attention to the signs and the frequencies.
Really true.
You're a frequency master, so you know what's up with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when we're little kids, or like when I was a little kid, I just remember thinking back now, a lot of those early days, you know, I was in my head in imagination, you know, and I was creating things in the backyard, or, you know, however I chose to do stuff as a little kid. There was always some kind of imaginative thing going on in my head, you know, and I think, you know, that's probably then it's spiraled forward and found music at some point and was like, wow, what's this? You know, and then you want to know everything about it. And I was
a little place called Hamilton, Ohio.
Yeah, Hamilton, Ohio, you know, and you know, of course I had a creative household and a great mom who stoked those fires to create and learn. And
the queen,
yeah. So, you know, I was wondering, you know, was there a moment though, like that you can even remember when the pen went to the page, or when you just started becoming, you know, started realizing or finding, you know, writing, when it spoke to you, you know? I think these really deep early on moments, there's something, you know, that's, I think, stays with us.
Album liner notes.
Ah.
Lyrics. You know, reading lyrics, Prince.
Yeah.
Tina Marie. Listening to all the vinyl on my little turntable and reading all the lyrics.
How old were you right then, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I was little when I started. You know, I had my little white Emerson turntable that I wish I still had. And I could see exactly where I used to sit in the living room, sit on the floor next to the closet in the living room. I see it so clearly. And I just couldn't wait to just play all my things. The soundtrack from West Side Story.
Oh yeah.
You know, all my favorite things. My yeah. And all my artists that I came to love, or the stuff I would steal out of my brother's room from their collection.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
They started playing, my brother Gigi used to play Gil Scott-Heron in the house.
Wow.
And I was like, what is that? You know, and I fell in love with that, and he would tell me all about it. And yeah.
Wow.
So it was just, you know, stirring. And then life.
Then life happened.
Having to find a way to be a little shy girl in a, you know, crazy ass household, and find my own place and be me and stay alive and not completely lose it.
Yeah. And I guess writing, you know, just like music, it's something that brings us inside to ourselves. It's we're reacting to the external maybe, and then expressing that through music and voice. At what point? Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, who knows? It's just magical. Like who knows how it really works, you know? I'm trying to fix. This one is weird, right? It makes you like feel like you're in a. You can't like you're like, okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can change this. Is that any better?
No, I mean the way you have to look, like the perspective on.
It is weird.
But I do like this. Yeah, I like the. I like that. It looks like I'm in a like cathedral or something.
You're in a sacred space, Urs.
What'd you say?
You're in a sacred space.
Whew. I be trying. It's not for lack of trying, Tim, to always keep the spirit in everything, even when I'm feeling the most dark, because we both know I don't shy away from the shadows. I do my shadow work.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit too much. So yeah, try to keep the spirit fed, stoked, taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's this period of time that we've been in is caused so many people to reflect on where we are and where we're going. And, we keep hearing this word pivot, and we're all trying to figure that shit out.
Tell me. I'm not hitting on the pivot.
The word pivot.
Is there a pivot craze?
Yeah. Well, amongst us musicians, we keep hearing from people that, this is a great time to pivot and figure out, how you can continue during this pandemic because we can't play live.
Anthony just chuckled in the background when you said pivot.
It's hilarious. Hi, Anthony.
What's up, Tim?
How you doing?
Good. Chilling. I gotta take you through the show, man.
What's that?
I gotta walk you through my show.
I can't wait.
Yo.
There you are. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Great to see you. I saw your virtual show. I walked through with you in Earth, and it's beautiful, man. Congratulations.
That's something that you in particular would really identify with that I just built in there now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You got to come and see it.
Oh, I will.
All right, brother.
It's on for sure. Thanks.
I like that part. I like that part of these COVID ways where like people could just pop in. There are people that you're with right there. It's like, hey, your cat is in there and everybody.
Yeah. It's even though we all have Zoom brains or video burnout or whatever, it's so great to see everybody, and it's so great to see you. It's great to see Ant, and it's thank God that we do have this capability right now through all these.
Right. Just imagine if we didn't. Good grief.
Yeah, good grief. I mean,
it'd be a lot of letter writing and phone calling going on.
Postcards from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, getting back to like the early days, and just starting to write and stuff like that. Eventually, as I recall, you got to Temple University, right? And that's where you studied.
Yeah, I was just doing a thing with Mama Sonia yesterday.
Yeah,
it's a Ford Fund or Foundation or whatever in Detroit. My sister Jessica Caramore invited me and our other sister Mahogany Brown to be part of this tribute for Mama Sonia that the Ford Fund or whatever is doing. And we recorded it yesterday, and it was, so it's funny that you asked that. Because I told the story about my first class with Sonia Sanchez there and how nervous I was, and I was late. And I had a flat tire and I was late, and I was like, I was already a fangirl, and I'm like, oh no, I'm actually taking a class with her now. And I'm late on the first day. There's no way I'm walking in there, in this particular building, which is no longer, they replaced it with a brand new building now. It was a grand old stone building, with the old dark hallways, the old dark school hallways that looked all threatening and shit. And they had glass windows. And so I just stood right here and just stood outside the class and listened to the whole class outside.
You wouldn't go in?
I was so shy and just so nervous because I just, looked up to her so much, and I still do. But I mean, now I know her. So that's beautiful, right? That never misses me. See, people, that's what happens. These kinds of things happen when you welcome your course. When you step onto your course, no matter how scary it is or weird, you're like, should I be doing this? And you just know there's something inside that says this is the thing I should be doing. And you do it, and then you get to be Sonia Sanchez's daughter.
Yeah. Was following your heart and following that,
Yeah.
following life, you know, and I've always felt that too. You know, it's the jumping into this thing that we do in creating.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, especially growing up where I grew up and having a dad like I had, you know, it's like you can't do that. You know, I can get you a job at Bell Telephone. You can climb up telephone poles, you know, or something. Like what?
Right. Just you know, you just have to have a job. You know, that was that generation. My dad too.
Yeah. And I was like, did you just say that? Wow. But we really didn't know if we could do this or not, you know, but we just tried and stayed on the path. And it's kind of like an eternal quest, really, you know, always trying to stay on the path.
Right. Exactly. Whew.
You know, and here we sit and we think back to the initial spark, you know, that got us going, you know.
I'm glad I remember. It's a lot of shit I don't remember, but I'm glad I remember this one. I'm taking a picture of a smile. Yeah. Who's telling it? Me and you, I guess. Who's initiating?
You.
Yeah, so our spark really started with King Brit. The Silk 130, When the Funk Hits the Fan.
Yeah.
And you were, yeah, you'll have to tell them more details about that. But
About Silk 130?
yeah, you were in the band.
Yeah.
And Anthony's leaving. See you, Anthony.
I'm still listening though.
He's still listening. See you later.
All right.
I was like, do I have any questions to ask him before he leaves? I'll text him. Yeah, and then I was working at the Painted Bride.
I remember that.
And I was pregnant. I was pregnant with Soul, who's 22 now.
Wow. Time does fly.
And so I wasn't able to go on really any of the only gig I was able to do was the one here in Philly at the TLA. And y'all were traveling. And then you would come by the Bride and you would say, I love this story. And you would be like, hey, Ursula, Tim Motzer, you know, Silk 130, man. And
Did I do that?
yeah, it was the same spiel every time because I couldn't get it in my brain because we hadn't really spent any time together. And it took me a few times to lock in.
Yeah.
Right. And
yeah, I think I didn't feel that you knew me or something. And you know, that's probably why I did that.
But I didn't. And then I had to remember, and then you were coming to the Bride for different shows and workshops and master classes because you're always about your shit.
Oh yeah.
And you're studying and you're enjoying of music. And the art and the lessons in it. So yeah, and so fast forward, like it's so funny because now you're so much a part of me. And then at one time it was like, I'm like, Tim Motzer.
Yeah, I remember.
That name isn't, you know, so different. I've never met another Motzer.
It is a strange name, you know. But, you know, I remember the Painted Bride in those days. What an amazing place in those days. What an amazing time. And I remember coming to, as you said, some of the master classes. I remember Elvin Jones, which was just an amazing day.
One of my most memorable, and I was there for a long time and met a lot of people and saw a lot of things. But sitting at that desk in the lobby with Elvin Jones on the other side, just chopping it up, having a conversation on an afternoon while he was taking a break from sound check. I mean,
Elvin Jones.
It will always be one of my most vivid and fond memories of my time at the Painted Bride. And he was just lovely. And his wife was nobody to mess with.
That's right.
Because she was his manager and she was like, show me the money. And this is how it needs to be. And everybody was like, shook. You know, I was like, and I just loved her. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, she's world renowned.
I was like, get him. It was inspiring because, I was at the beginning of my thing, and it took me a long time to learn that confidence to advocate for myself.
Yes. Yeah, but
there's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, well, those times I was just thinking about the Painted Bride and just all the magic that was coming out of there and inspiring. But that's, after we played that TLA gig, I remember coming in sometime after that, and there was a video. I said, Urs, have you seen the video yet? She goes, what video?
Oh, yeah, you would always ask that.
Yeah. The truth be told, the video wasn't being circulated at all. It's like somebody had it, but it was just there.
So funny.
And
so did you ever see it?
What's that?
So did you ever see it?
Yeah, I have it somewhere, I think.
Okay.
Who knows, in the archive somewhere. But
I might pass out if I saw that video.
Yeah.
Well, I would pass out if I saw all your videos and mine that I have. We both have a large collection of stuff. You're better at archiving than I am. Well, I'm a hot mess at archival. I've
been digging some things up. I recently backed up one of my hard drives because I'm trying to save all this treasure that sits on them, and hard drives fail every 4 years. So it's a constant stress to try to hold on to everything. And recently, I think I may have mentioned this to you, but I found the Transmusicalis show that we did. And that was a radio broadcast. And somehow I have that.
What?
Yeah. So this week, this was the surprise. One of the surprises I have for you. This week, I decided to have my roommate, Eric, master that. So he's mastering it. And we can release it on 1K if you like and get it out there, because it's a beautiful document. It's just an amazing.
I need to hear that. My heart. I remember that trip.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. What do you remember about that trip?
I think I was pregnant with Cypress on that trip.
That was a heavy trip.
Rennes, France. I don't speak French, so don't knock me for my pronunciation because I don't speak French. I want to hear you pronounce some of these Philly colloquialisms we got, yo. Let me hear you say John. So yeah, then we flew into Paris, and then you had to drive a long way.
Oh yeah.
We rode in the van with Lila James and Teotros Avery.
Yeah.
It was a long ride.
It was.
Yeah, it was like a festival. It was a really fun. Guru was there. I remember seeing him when I was too afraid to, even though I knew him, had met him and talked to him and everything before. I was still so shy. I didn't even go up to him and Premier. Him and Premier were there. I remember that in the tent. Remember in the press tent. Remember press tents and shit?
Yes.
Remember press tents?
That was such an amazing festival, and I just remember the city.
Oh, remember the merchandise?
Yeah.
Oh, the Transmusical Festival merchandise was the best fucking merchandise. We bought so much shit. I had those hoodies for years.
I still have mine, but the zipper's busted, and I just have it back there as a vibe.
I think I have mine too, somewhere in here.
Yeah, they had the best merch there.
But it was beautiful. Yeah, it was a beautiful experience. Who else was on the bill? Was it just who?
I think Beth Gibbons from Portishead did a solo show.
That you were you got to talk to her.
Yeah, actually, after our show, and we got done. I think you were going back to the hotel, and I decided to go over and
always until a certain time when I started partying with y'all for a little stint there. I always see ya.
I don't know if you remember the curator's name of the festival or not, but he gave us all access passes, and he said, "Oh, Beth Gibbons is playing over at this arena." So I walked over, and I'm just like, "Oh, all access? I guess I can go on stage." So I walked up side stage and watched the show, and then afterwards, there was this huge entourage, And I just became part of it. And we just walked backstage and into her dressing room. And suddenly the door
the Beth Gibbons entourage.
was closed suddenly. And I'm like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't be here. But in actual fact, there were a whole lot of people there it was just a big crew of people. And I started making friends there. And
that's how it always was. Our green room.
Yeah.
When we were touring, people would pop up backstage all around us, and they were like, we were just like, oh, it would just be a party.
Some amazing after hangs after our concerts.
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah,
so many. Especially when I really started hanging out late with y'all.
Yeah. Well, I have one memory of I think when we were in Istanbul, and I'll never forget that concert. I mean, were you not just completely blown away by that?
At Babylon.
Babylon, what a great club and great sound. And Yumi and Gintis played that show. And I just remember afterwards, well, during the show, everybody was standing and singing all of your lyrics. I'll never forget that.
It was that one guy, and he requested Keep Falling.
Yeah.
Don't you know he's kept in touch with me ever so often? He's like a magical being. Like he'll send me a message back in the day, he sent me a message on MySpace. Then he'll send me a message on Facebook. And I think one time he sent me an email. Like he'll just pop up like, boop, remember me? I'm the guy. Said, Keep falling. And yeah, so I remember it fondly. And then afterwards, they were playing such good music, and they were playing Aretha Franklin, and I was out there spinning, getting my life on the dance floor, twirling.
Yeah, you were out there. I don't know how long, but the whole time we were tearing down our gear for sure, and then some. So it could have been 2 hours.
That's when I used to like to have my drinks after the show, because I don't drink before performances or during performances. So then all that adrenaline, all that stress build up, that energy, and then you just did the damn thing, and then you're like, so like a lot of times when I'm on stage, I'm like, yo, I like have my drink ready. When I'm done, and so often people would too. They would just come over with it. That's so cute. Like I love that. But I don't really drink anymore, so it wasn't my choice. My body just said, yeah, when you drink, you're going to feel nauseous and shit. So like, we're not doing that anymore. And I kept trying because I didn't want to believe it. But that's a wrap, but that's okay. Because it's still marijuana, so I'm good.
Back, I don't know when it was, or you'll have to tell me, maybe 2000, 2001. I remember someone calling me and asking me if I would want to play with you at the Knitting Factory. And this would have been our first gig. And it was
Pink Brit.
It was with Doc Gibbs, and it was with Life and me. I think that was it. We were the musicians, and we were free flowing, as I recall.
Saul Williams was at that show.
Who was?
Saul Williams.
I remember Saul, and wasn't David Byrne there also? I kind of remember that for some reason. But it was an amazing show, and that's how that was the first time that we played, other than the Silk 130.
Okay, thank you for that memory. And then I lost my voice. Thank you for all these memories.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I lost my voice, and then I had to go to Germany. That was my first. I went right after that. That was at the very beginning of my shit.
Yeah.
Me and Rob used to do, me and Rob did shows together. We did a Cali tour, just me and him and his MPC. So those, I wish I had videos of that shit.
I know, that was fun.
The stress test, you too. The stress test times with the MPC. Let's not go there yet.
We'll get
woo! You're like, wait, I'm like,
complete meltdowns on some gigs right before
the meltdown, the legendary meltdown MPC moments, y'all. The ones who also had them.
Yeah.
But yeah, right after that, Jazz Nova, I was going on my very first solo European tour. And it was performing with Jazz Nova, doing DJ set. They were doing the spinning 3 or 4 cities in Germany. It was my first time I got laryngitis.
Wow.
After the show at the Knitting Factory, I got laryngitis. And so when I went to Berlin first, of course, because that's where Jazz Nova was, and I had to see it. I had to do acupuncture. The guy came to my hotel room. The artist life, y'all.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about it. You think you know, but you don't know. I went on my first solo European little mini tour with laryngitis. I didn't know if I was going to be able to perform. And I was like, fuck, I can't miss this opportunity. I'm just starting. I gotta do this. 2 young sons at home. I probably was still nursing at this time. And so yeah. What you know about it? I went there and I got acupuncture. That shit actually helped. And I was actually able to do those gigs.
Wow. That's so amazing.
Woo!
Yeah.
I never forget that. That was the first time I had the hot charcoal treatment.
Wow.
I was like, what are you doing? What's that? Now I love it. Now, I love, I totally believe in that if it's right and real. But yeah, and then, okay. So yes, that fucking Knitting Factory, John. Oh, who has a video of that?
I don't know. I'd love to see that.
King.
That was a magical night.
Ask King, because that shit was fucking fly. It was called Beats and Pieces.
Oh, yeah. Wow, great memory, Urs.
Because that's such a cool title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great night. And my memory tells me that about a week later, someone called me and said, Ursula would like you to play with her at the Tower Theater this.
Oh, thank you. Great segue. And we opened up for who now?
Nina Simone. Nina Simone.
Wait, hold on. What?
Nina Simone.
Turn your volume up.
Nina Simone, Urs. I want to know your memories of that night. But before we get there, I want to tell you about this because I said on the phone, I said, yes, I would love to play with Urs. He goes, okay, well, these are the songs you got to learn. And I remember sitting on my hardwood floors in front of my stereo playing these completely produced tracks with my acoustic guitar going like, man, how am I going to do this? And trying to distill the vibe of those tunes. So it was wild. And then I think we had a rehearsal at my basement, maybe, right?
And I was like, there is no way that one musician can translate all of these sounds and all the stuff going on with all the multi-instrumentalization that's going on. Is that a word? I don't know.
Sure.
Because I was just learning. So we would sit in your basement and then you were like doing time.
Yeah.
For Heroes Time. You were working that out. And I was like, no, that's not the right tempo. And you were like, yes, it is. You were like breaking it down for me. And I was like, huh, I guess you're right. I was like, what sorcery is this? That's what I was always like with you. I was like, what fucking trickery is this? That you can translate songs and tracks that have 8 musicians or complicated this and that. And anyway, then it didn't take me long to be a believer, and then I'd be expecting all kinds of shit out of you. Come on, Tim, you can do that.
I know. I worked hard, and but that's what it was about, and it was like, how do we unlock? There's a code in here somewhere that will translate. And, so I learned so much because of that challenge. I think that really, helped me evolve as a musician greatly to have to do that. And then in a way we created like our own vibe then out
Yeah,
of that, and
yeah, we did.
yeah.
Remember I was saying we were like, what did I say? We were like unmarried Tuck and Patty. But like if Tuck and Patty were about putting their foot in people's ass.
Yeah, we used to rock the place as a duo. And the segue back into the Tower Theater then is like getting prepared for this, our first rehearsal together, and like, okay, I think this is going to work, right? And then come the Tower Theater day, right? And what was that like?
Frightening.
Yeah.
Terrifying. My stomach was doing what? My head is tingling right now just thinking about the fear. I feel breathless right now just thinking about it, but Tower Theater is so beautiful too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were in our dressing room, and I had my dressing room, and my name was on there. And I wish I had taken a pic. I wish we were in these social media days back then.
Yeah.
I was taking a picture. Because then once Nina Simone got there, I was a secret, remember?
Yeah.
I called us the concubines. It was like Ursula Rucker, Tim Motzer, aka the concubines. Because they wanted an opening act because the ticket price they thought was really high and people wouldn't go for it unless there was an opening act. And I was like doing lots of things where I would be the opening act for like Macy Gray, Mos Def at TLA. So I was becoming like I thought I was going to spend my whole entire rest of my life being the ultimate opening act. Yo, I'm like, it's fun and everything, but am I stuck here? For real. I thought I was stuck for a while, but I was like, it's cool, but I want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was terrifying. And then, I went back to the dressing room. They had taken my name off.
Yeah, after the set, it was like, get out of here.
It was like we never did anything, but it was great seeing Nina Simone live. Oh my God, come on, Tim, that was like, woo!
We got to witness that. That was just unbelievable.
Her feather, remember her feather?
Oh yeah, that was quite the heavy visual for that night.
Get up from the piano. She had a sequin, strapless gown on, y'all. And she had probably had a turban on, like kind of like this.
Yeah.
And I'm rocking Nina Simone energy right now. You know what's up. And then she would get up from the piano and go stand at the front of the stage with this plume, this large plume.
Yeah.
Just go like this. And then you know what we would do, y'all? I loved it. I'm like, one day I'm graduating to that. I'm graduating to that. I'm just gonna come out from behind the mic or whatever, and I'm just gonna be like, you know what to do.
Yeah.
And there would be nothing going on. Like she wouldn't be singing or anything in that moment. It was just like, just clap for me.
I think the band was vamping on some tune, whatever she had just sang probably.
I think she had a matching sequin, like those caps, like the caps that beautiful Black women wear, those caps. She had a sequin hair cap on. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So what a way to start this duo.
Yeah, and people came up to us afterwards. Sonia Sanchez was there. Sonia Sanchez came up to me and said, hey, can you get me backstage? They erected a little harem type tent for Nina Simone to entertain her adoring fans side stage.
Yeah.
And then you had to like request and Sonia Sanchez, because we opened, she thought I could help. I giggled. I was like, I can't help you. She don't even know I was here. Anyway, yeah.
Woo.
Me and Tim Motzer opened up for the Nina Simone, y'all, at the Tower Theater in Upper Darby. Let it be known.
Yeah. Well, that was just an amazing beginning, and it was like I felt the same way you did. you know, um, I just remember, trying to keep and get all these tunes in my head, and I think I had notes, chord progressions laid out, just like trying to, because this was like really the first time I'm trying to get this together, and we did it, and the audience responded. It was a beautiful.
It was crazy. Oh, and then I walked out the back door, and there were all these the side door, and there were all these people, and they clapped when I came out. I was like, "Do you have the right person?" Because I'm.
They were at the concert.
I was like, I don't even care if y'all just do this for everybody that comes out of this door, because the way you just made me feel, I feel so.
Yeah.
I never had that feeling before, so it was like, woo, so special. And then that was our start. And then I've learned so much from you. I tell people all the time.
Likewise.
Tim got my chops up, yo. I learn how to listen and really intertwine words with all kinds of sound now.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you make all kinds of stuff. So I'm really grateful. You played my stuff or anything I've done that you've translated.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that you make, the astral plane level type shit that you make, that we gotta just the sound, to learn how to grow to love tracks without beats.
Yeah.
And hear the rhythm in it and learn to work with that and learn to love that. And
yeah.
So I've learned a lot.
Wow. Well, thank you. And vice versa. I mean, it just, I was telling you about backing up my drives the other day and finding stuff. The second surprise I have for you is that I found
another surprise.
Yeah. I was trying to have surprises, but they just showed up this week, and I'm like, wow, that's another great surprise. The second surprise, which was a surprise to me, was that I think I found the entire video of us in the basement here about, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago.
Sonia Sanchez.
No, you and I. Yeah, it's when we did the 1K session broadcast.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And you were, as I recall, we did some tunes that we knew, but we also improvised, or I improvised to this epic poem that you were doing with Billy, right? Did that happen?
We were working on our.
I think it happened.
Oh, I have a surprise. Thank you. I can't wait Anthony, we're going to have a viewing thing. Anthony never saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, so beautiful. That was just so one of a kind. People don't do that.
Yeah.
People don't do that. They just don't do it, So no. It's very rare. When I see something fresh these days, I'm like, oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Something new.
Yeah. Well, I think
it doesn't happen that often. People think they're doing it, but they're not.
No. Well,
I'm bored, y'all. I'm fucking bored. Get your creative shit together. Fuck you doing? What? We're going through all kinds of changes out here now. We're supposed to be coming together, being nicer to each other, having compassion and understanding, making new shit. Get your shit together. Or don't evolve. And you know what don't evolve means? Perish.
Yeah.
Make a decision. I always got to throw that in, Tim, because that's who I am. That's my heart. That's my center. This is why I was brought here. I can't shake it.
Axiom.
There's nothing I can do to shake it. I've tried.
Yeah.
I get passionate, but anyway,
it's you are Urs.
People are boring. So those people, look, my sister Yolanda Wisher is in here watching and listening, and she just texted me. And yes, Yolanda Wisher, super creative, doing some new shit out the box. Get out who the hell wants to be in a box?
Yeah.
When did the box become an attractive place to
Yeah.
to reside.
That's right.
I'm confused. If this year has, I keep saying this is like this like one of my new things. Y'all gonna hear me say this all the time. If it's one thing we haven't learned from this year, get free somehow. Come as you are. Allow others to come. Invite, not allow. Shit, I don't need your permission to come as I am. Not allow. Invite others to come as they are.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to come as you are. When I was like getting ready for this, and I was going, because yesterday I had to get, I had to spruce myself up because it was like, from Mama Sonia.
Yeah.
So we all had to put our Sunday best on. And then I'm like, I'll spruce myself up a little, but I'm like, this is my homie, this is my brother. And we in the interest of coming as we are, and just like being about that more often.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were talking about, because that's where I went.
We were talking about the book.
Oh yeah, and Yolanda makes new and fresh shit.
Yeah. Hi, Yolanda.
Hi, Yolanda.
Been a while.
Aunt Tid is here too, and Aunt Tid makes his own. Aunt Tid makes his own turntables.
Oh.
Get your weight up.
Oh man. Hi, Aunt. Welcome.
Yeah.
But it's like so that piece that you did in New Orleans with Billy, I remember that was what was happening in that period of time, and that's what this video is. It's on there, I think. Maybe the only time that we performed.
Well, it would be many pieces. Okay, here's my surprise. I wanted to say hi to your friend. Maybe you know him, Mark Bourdonnais, or
Mark Bourdonnais.
Yeah. Oh, I said that right. Well, see, maybe I do speak French. Oh shit! You can't take me nowhere, not even virtually.
Carlos says, "Hey from Mexico."
Hi, Carlos. Hi, Oscar Castro, who made amazing. Oscar Castro is always making new stuff and pushing his own boundaries and creating new things. Made that beautiful print from that photo of us performing in the Tiberino courtyard that I miss.
Oh,
I can't wait to get back doing things like that.
Those were amazing shows too.
Yeah, and he made a beautiful print and he gave it to me. He came by and brought it himself, and I'm ready. Anthony's going to build a frame for it for me.
That's so nice.
We have such a beautiful artist community here in Philly. We're so blessed. Oh my God, we're so spoiled.
Yeah, Philly's always been that way. And
anyway, I'm sorry. I'm excited. We're talking about stuff that I miss.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. It's like, what got us to this point. And been reflecting about so much, like in this period of time, like. Wow, we've done all this work in 20 years, right? And now we're kind of at a pause, but not, because we're still working. We're still doing our stuff in new ways.
I love your back. I miss the studio.
Oh, miss you being down here.
I can feel myself in there though. I've been there so many times. I could say I can mentally just place myself right in there, anywhere, sitting on the steps.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you've rearranged stuff, but the old, like sitting over there nearer to the bathroom, you know what I mean? Like, or sitting at the chair, at the mic, the stool, or.
There will be more stuff down here at some point, for sure.
Tim's basement studio is so beautiful, y'all. It's just like a mood, okay? It's not just like, you're not just going down and just like, all right, it's a whole energy that Tim has worked on. It's like this shit is curated. The energy is curated down there. It is.
It's funny. I was talking to Ant yesterday about studios, and I said, your studio is Ant has a great studio too, and it's meticulous. And I said, Tom Spiker has a beautiful studio, and it's meticulous too. There's not one thing out of place. Everything's plugged in, everything's perfect. And when you come down to my studio, it's like, wow, there's just shit everywhere. But it's cool, it's some kind of creative cocoon down here, and there's wires everywhere and everything's plugged in. There's pedals blinking and guitars.
I love it. Look at that, like keyboard back there. But yeah, so Billy, Clarence Williams III.
Yeah.
He took all these photos post Katrina because his family's from Louisiana, so he was living there at the time. Although he's from Philly, he's also from there, and then like so he experienced Katrina. He went through it, and then we decided to do a book. My first book of it would have been it does exist. It's just
I saw it.
Yeah, like you can order a hard copy for like $100,000 online or something. I don't even have it.
Oh, it's an amazing book.
But yeah, so here's my surprise. And I think I told you about this, but I haven't told anybody else because like when something has to start 3 years before it's actually going to happen, you don't you're like, when can I say something about this? Because like 3 years ahead is like, that's a weird time thing. And so now it's going to actually be happening next year. That's the plan. We don't know.
Yeah.
So a lot of those photos that Billy took that are in that actual book that is called Drown the Devil, which is a book that my dear, dear brother and my dear brother, Clarence Williams III, was a Pulitzer Prize winning photojournalist, photographer. And he's also an activist and fighter for and with the people, although he wouldn't call himself that, but I do. And so there's this project. They're building a new metro line in LA, and they're building 8 new stops downtown. And each stop they commissioned someone, an artist. I'll say an artist. I don't know. To do something, and they commissioned Billy, and then he asked me to be part of his commissioning.
Wow!
So it's a whole series, photo haiku, accompanying haiku series at that stop about migration.
Wow.
And so a lot of those photos from, his New Orleans days, and then like telling a story about all different stories of migration. And a lot of the photos are from that series.
Yeah.
And then he has photos from LA. And anyway, we just we worked really hard. He worked hard. We went back and forth for years, like fine tuning it out. I can't wait to tell that story when this actually. So anyway, the stops are going to be, hopefully we're in a new time, revealed and opened up in the latter part of next year.
Wow.
And it's permanent, Tim. My haikus, his photos, my haiku, his photo, my haiku, his photo, like at that stop.
That's fantastic. There it is.
It's so big. I haven't even told anybody really. So this is like this is like the first public announcement of that. It's very kind of like, it's so exciting. I can hardly hold it because it kind of scares me. It's so exciting.
Congratulations on that. Well deserved, of course.
Thank you. And thank you to my brother who invited me and believes in me all the time.
Yeah. Well, his photography is just.
And he believes in us.
What's that?
He believes in us, me and you. He loves to see us live.
Wow. Every time we talk, even though I have like a little roadmap, I can't really stay on the roadmap, because every time, we're talking about Billy now, and now it's making me think about our times in New Orleans, which we had many times, and wow.
Our last time.
Yeah.
At what was that called again? The Wynton Marcel is the
his father's
yeah
venue, Ellis Marcellus.
Yeah.
Marsalis. And I can't remember the trumpet player that was on after us, but he was
me either.
One of the treasures of New Orleans too, and we were jamming backstage. It was so cool.
Yeah, he was amazing. If I can recall, he was dressed well.
Oh yeah, but I remember us because that venue was in the 9th Ward, and then we went we went in the next day. Where did we go? It was an art museum that was actually underwater at one point.
Oh yeah, in the Ninth Ward with the sister.
Yeah, do you remember that? And it was all along the.
No, my memory.
Yeah, but anyway, just
My sister Rachel brought us out there when she was living there.
Yeah. Wow, just astounding stuff. But rewinding back earlier, because the other just amazing memory I have is of when we played the Montreux Jazz Festival. Do you remember this?
Of course.
So
I remember all my moments at Montreux. Look, listen to me being all bougie. I remember all my moments at Montreux. I'm blessed to have had a few.
Oh, that's right, because you played there with Four Hero as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'd love to hear some stories about that appearance.
Yeah, so I'm like, how long is this over in 5 minutes?
No, we can go for 5 hours, I think, but
Oh.
we're not going to do that.
No. I was still trying to remember my beautiful sister's name. I'm blanking out the sister in New Orleans, but while we're talking, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It was an Adinkra.
That was a spam risk coming in, so that's why I didn't take that call.
We love New Orleans. Oh, and the Ben Jaffe. Ben Jaffe and
yeah.
went to Ben. Oh, I love our moments with Ben at his house.
Just amazing.
We love you, Ben.
Yeah.
Thank you for those moments. I can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah. We all miss traveling so much, and we miss our friends all over the place. And
oh my goodness.
But New Orleans always was special, so special, and wow, just
I miss it.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? I miss everything. I'm surprised we haven't really gone into how much we miss performing, because every time I go to talk about it, I start crying.
I know.
Deeply, I feel like it's real. It surprises me. And I'm like, oh, this is how much it means to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. Whew.
Yeah.
I can't every time. Every single time. It's like when I talk about my dog, Omega. It's how much I loved Omega. It's how much I love and miss everything.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
But mostly the connection that we make. The connections we can make and the things we get rid of when we do it. The things we're able to free and let go of and share in that moment. And the fun.
Oh.
And the rocking. Oh, I missed the what I'm saying? When you play a certain thing and I'm like, oh shit, you think you did something wrong, but I'm like, oh.
The famous Ursula look, and
you're like, did I do something wrong?
I thought I was fucking up, or you didn't like what I was doing, and I'd be like, oh, maybe, I'd be trying to figure out what was wrong, and actually it was just you digging on it.
The legendary gas face, that's
gas face.
Good. It's like, Rachelle Farrell makes those faces. They're legendary. When she's singing and she's making those faces, I love it. She's just free. She's just like, I love it. I want to get there completely, like how Mama Sonia she did a poem yesterday and she does the guttural. She did it. She's just so free in that moment. She's just going into her, just getting in touch with her core. And it's just like, and I always used to be so afraid to do those things, but I do it now, but not as much as I could. So I'm still getting there.
Wow.
Yeah.
The power.
When we come out now, it's either like, I'm happy for y'all, what y'all gonna get. And I'm also scared for y'all, what y'all gonna get from me. Cause, woo, I'm gonna let it all fly.
Yeah.
Why not?
What's that?
Why not now?
You got to bring it all. Bring it all.
And look, I forgot because I said it when you were playing in the beginning. I said it out loud that you have the T-shirt on of my mural that doesn't exist anymore.
There it is.
I love that mural. Thanks to Chip Thomas and Mural Arts for that.
Oh man.
Even though it's not there anymore because of gentrification, it's cool. It wasn't supposed to be permanent. You know, the street art really.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what's going on in Philly and other places. I mean, there's even a John Coltrane.
It's okay. It's in the moment, but it's going. Another one is in the works though.
I figured there would be. Another surprise.
But it's not really about me. No, that one wasn't really. It's me. But honestly, I swear, people are like, yeah, Ursula. Yes, it was about me. It's me. But this one, you know, if and when it happens, because we don't know anything is happening until it happens. We're really intent this time because it wasn't my intention last time. Because he asked me, I didn't know him. We've gotten to know each other now. We're friends. We're siblings out here in the universe. And that's beautiful when you do the collaborative things, right? How you forge relationships and then you have them forever. You do things together and you always work together. You know, that was one of my favorite projects from last year, the zine that Chip Thomas invited me to be part of.
Oh, wow.
During that time, kept me alive. I got a copy for you. You're going to love it.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, my God, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's also rough because it's raw. It's like the images, the writing, my sister Mahogany Brown, this beautiful Native American poet, Esther Berlin, they're not on the tip of my, but yeah, Chronicles of a Pandemic. Look, don't get me it's a nice long time. Hold on, let me get it.
Okay.
Pandemic Chronicles. And I was about to show that too.
I have a copy here. Wow.
Pandemic Chronicles.
Wow.
One of the things I'm most proud of in here is it's such a beautiful collection of imagery and words. But I wrote a haiku and then I took a photo of my two youngest sons, Cypress and Sage, last year. And then Chip Thomas put his little thing on it. And it's in the book, the haiku.
Wow.
And the
I'll
read the haiku right quick.
Please, I was going to ask you.
And I want to say that this is for my city. This is for the young, everybody in my city, but it's most especially the young Black men in my city, and the young Black women in my city, but most especially the young brothers in my city who are in pain and hurting and hurt others because of it. Young guns, no bullets, just Black brilliance, shooting like stars in darkest skies. So it's kind of like a play on the words of, you know, just what's actually happening here, all the violence, all the gunplay, murders. I mean, so it's just like, you know, kind of, you know, our creativity allows us to take these things and sort them out for ourselves and do this with them.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So, yeah, in my chapbook, which you just showed, oh, it's on the bed, but you have it. Big Small Poems for Pockets. I'm about to roll out. I keep saying this. I'm about to roll out the second batch because we're in timeless time now. That's Guy Nyame. You know what I mean? It's like God, you know, but God, except God, like nothing but God, like nothing but God, however you see that, nature, the cosmos, the organic way of things. That is the way. There is like, you know, nothing greater than that. That is all knowing, all loving.
That's the way. Yeah.
All powerful, you know. So that's my life symbol.
That symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're creating. I see what you're doing. You're a visual artist. You're always painting, but now you like, you know, doing it so much more, and that's beautiful to see. I got to get me a Tim Motzer piece. This is Willis Nomo behind me.
Oh, that's beautiful too.
Our legendary Philly muralist who is not with us anymore. We are so sad when he left. It was so sudden, and he was just not only was he a prolific artist, and really a lot of the walls in this city have his energy and work on them, because he was a muralist with mural arts, and but he was a good person. He was a beautiful person. And anyway, he painted this. He made this for me.
Wow.
Yep.
It's really gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah.
It says love. You can't see it, but it's the LOVE.
Ah. Perfect. So this book, which I am so happy to have, and there's also this really amazing button that comes with it.
Yep, the next batch has something else little special that comes with it. Every moment spent thinking negatively is a pain investment. That's what's on that button.
Yep.
Every moment spent thinking negatively is a pain investment.
Such great advice.
That's a chin check type haiku. Because I check my own chin with that shit.
Well, I love this book, and you know, again, it's the kind of thing that you can just leave. I just leave it around near me.
I like that.
Because it resonates. You know, I see it, it resonates, it means something. And then I can also pick it up anytime I want and just read a haiku. And it's like, wow. And then I can just kind of groove on that.
I love that. Eric's in here. Hi, Eric. I'm about to hear something. Is that the real? No, that's a different Eric. Eric Harabadian. I love these names. Is that right?
Where are you, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing the Facebook feed.
What's up, Hug Mars?
What's that?
Hug Mars.
Hug Mars?
Hugh Marsh.
Oh, he's on?
Hug Mars, yeah.
Hi, you.
What's up, Melody? John Lawson. What's up, Tonita? Karen Gross, you know, she rocked it.
She does rock it.
Right. And everybody, thanks for coming.
Cool. That's so awesome.
Thanks to Tim for having these moments to talk to his friends.
Yeah.
Minds and artists during this time where we can't be with each other and create with each other in real space and time. So this is cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of therapy for sure, but it's also reconnecting, and it just feels so good to realign and think about why it is what we do, you know, and that it's very important to continue doing what we do.
Oh yeah, it's of the utmost importance. Hey, Melody Forrester, did I say hi?
Yeah, hi, Melody.
Oh, it's of the utmost importance. I mean, especially when you feel broken down, but without pressure. Don't pressure yourself.
Yeah.
You know, who said we were trying to make diamonds out of ourselves out here?
We're just doing our thing, you know.
Like, you know, we could just be things natural, like just like it's going to come, but just like open yourself up to it in those moments when it feels dark and hopeless. It's probably a moment to, even if you just can just eke out something, just write something down, even if it's just a line, and then lay back down. Write a line and then lay back down and then come back to it later. But then you would have planted that seed in that dark, shadowy moment. You would at least have planted that seed that you can come and water later. and bring light to later. Because nobody said that when we're feeling dark, we can't, access that light again. And I feel like I can't in those really dark moments. I'm right with you. But I keep doing it though.
Yeah, there's a lot of cathartic things that come from that, right? It's just getting it out. I did an isolation broadcast one night where I was feeling pretty dark or pretty down, or I was on the down cycle of the phase. But I just like you're saying, I really felt like I needed to express something, and I did this broadcast. It was about an hour, and it was some pretty heavy music came out. But it was kind of like I had to get that out of my system. And once I did, I felt a lot better. But I also thought it was cool to share it with people because they could get something from that as well,
Yeah, I mean, and it's been the people and nonprofits and activist groups or whoever have been inviting me to be part of what they're doing.
Yeah,
that have kept me alive over this past year, to keeping me creative, calling, me to be creative and giving me opportunities. And that's what we have to continue to do for each other.
Yeah.
Because that's helpful. That's part of the creative process, is creating opportunities for each other. That is part of it. A part of this creative energy thing we do is creating opportunities for each other and advocating for each other, advocating for ourselves as artists. And we got to be about advocating for one another as artists as well.
Absolutely. Well, it's just a tremendous circle of people that, I've been staying in touch with, like, talking to Aunt Tid yesterday about all of this stuff. And it's like, it's so important to continue doing this. And we keep.
Yolanda Wisher texted me. She said, I got some new shit for us to do.
There's always shit to do. That's the thing.
Yeah, Aunt Tid, are y'all making something? Me and Aunt Tid are making something right now. Are you making something with Aunt?
No, but that's going to happen. Nothing online right now, but it's coming for sure.
Yeah, Aunt is like, I love our brother, our brilliant brother, Anthony Tid.
Absolutely.
Who executive produced with me 2 of my albums. And really love his work ethic, right? I've learned a lot from his work ethic as well.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I recorded my Mama, and he was like, when he wanted me to like quadruple phrases, and he would be like, again. Again. I was like, yo, put your whip away, homie. What we doing? Because I wasn't used to that, because he would just, as soon as I was done with it, again, like he didn't want me to lose the, that's what I learned. He didn't want me to lose that energy. It needed to be done right then, right there. It's like a spontaneous.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from him too. I've learned a lot from both of you.
Absolutely.
We've learned from each other. I know we do that. We learn from each other.
Absolutely. We do learn from each other. And, it's like a treasure to me to be able to share collaboration and what we all benefit from that, what we get back from each other. It's like, it's so inspiring. Like before we went on today, I was playing the guitar and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to you, because I think I'm just going to cry the whole time. That's how I felt right before we went on, because it's so.
If we were able to like do something right now, we definitely would be in tears. Like, it's like, but I can't believe. Well, I think it's that time is like, you can't figure me out. How many times do I have to tell you? That's why this thing when you do stuff with somebody on here never syncs right. Because time is just looking at us like, what's wrong with you? Take what I give you and be happy. And don't try to figure me out. It's not going to happen. I'm too fly. And we're like trying to do these things and nobody has figured this shit out yet. I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know. Maybe time will be like, all right, I'll let you do something. I'll let you come up with some kind of gadget or whatever that syncs all this shit together with all your inventions and stuff. You can't figure this out yet.
I had Jeremy Carlstedt call me the other night, and he's like, "Hey Tim," he goes, try this new piece of software. Let's see if we can play together. Let's play duo. And it was like 20 milliseconds in, 20 milliseconds out. It was totally like 40 milliseconds, but it was like a flam. Couldn't really play because it was closer.
It's so weird. I wish we could do something.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can.
I mean, I thought about it too. Like I could send you some guitar tracks to respond to. But I think the thing that is most beautiful about what we do is when we do it live, and when we're responding to one another real time, it's unbelievable.
We can, I would come out, I would come out of my hermit cave for a moment, like a COVID safe moment like that, and we could make that happen to record something like that.
Yeah. We
could make that happen.
We got to do it.
Super safe because, I don't do it any other way.
Yeah.
Right now, shit. You said it's a unknown quotient. Okay, cool. I will act accordingly with the unknown quotients. Not playing with that. Yeah. I do believe, however, in myself and my connection with spirit. So that, I do employ that as well to I'm not going to, I'm always going to be actively on this side saying, no, I don't invite that kind of thing into my life anyway, but it's still scary over here. So that's real. Yeah. And then I kind of just try to achieve some kind of balance. Yeah. With knowing that I don't invite that. Yeah, that sickness and the being just afraid of, although I do get scared. So it's weird because you're just doing this juggling act. Yeah. I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared. I'm not scared. Yeah. Hilarious.
And we've just come through like a year of, well, more than a year, but just this year in the pandemic, and so much shit in the news. It's more than anyone could or would want to even spend time with or deal with. And, there's been many days where it's just like, we just hit the bottom. I hit the bottom. And it's like, I'm not doing anything today, but we want to. We always want to. And the painting and the music helps me. It's therapy. That's how it is for me. And
I want to let it be known many of these days, I am not ashamed to say, and I'm trying to get more and more unashamed of saying, people are always telling me how okay I am with vulnerability, but guess what? I still got work to do there. Yeah. I still beat myself up, or I'm ashamed of things that are happening in my life, of how people are going to, and I'm going to always work on getting rid of that. I don't like that. I don't like the way we do that to others. Yeah. But yeah, I've had some really rough moments out here, and I know we all have, and we can talk about them if we want to. We can admit, we can say that we have. Why not? I've had some really, really rough moments where if you called me in that moment, you would not get no hope and sunshine. I guarantee you. In those moments, and I'm real with that, but that all goes into my mix too. Yeah. I don't ever stop writing. I'll write a haiku that even when I'm feeling, I all begrudgingly and shit. Fuck this haiku. No, I never say fuck this. I love haikus. Yeah. No, just this way I feel, and I'm just writing. I need to get it out, and it helps. I still feel bad, but it helps.
One of the things that has helped me so much is just being out in nature as much as possible. That is when I'm in this house too long, the walls come in, and it's days like that when your mind or your heart or whatever, your consciousness is saying, get the fuck out, go outside, and I go down to Penn Treaty Park and look at the river or hang out.
You know what? That hasn't been, it was my thing when it was warmer.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people, and I know, and of course I value the value in that, and I believe in the value of that. But My view is just what I like. And I'm grateful for that. So I don't really have to. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm good. I like my view is,
Yeah.
room is nice for my spirit. So I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yeah.
And the animal life on my block, the squirrels and the groundhog came out last week.
Really?
Somebody came by to bring me something. Earlier in the week on Sunday, drop off something from this amazing Jewish bakery. My friend Paul Farber brought me some challah bread from this place.
Wow.
Ooh, the best challah bread I ever had in my life, yo. I think it's called Essen Bakery. Somebody got to bring me. We ate that whole loaf just like this, like Middle Ages style. Break it off a piece.
Do it.
But yeah, I went outside and there was a groundhog. We were like, groundhog, what you doing? Yo, what you doing? You coming over here? I jumped in there. Paul was like, get in the car. I was already in there.
The groundhog came over to tell you that springtime's on its way.
Yeah, we're lucky though. We got, we're right near the Wissahickon. So, I have plant life around me. I have trees and, I have beautiful view. And if I don't feel like going, if I feel like I just cannot, and that has happened a lot, I might go out on my porch or.
Yeah. Well, Fishtown is not like where you live at all. There's actually no plant life around here. There's minimal trees and stuff. So.
Yeah, I can just like take a walk around the block if I want, and that's all I need.
There it is, but anyway, all that to say.
I would like to take a walk in the Wissahickon though, or just sit in there.
Do you ever go back there?
I went there. I was filming something, a secret monument lab project that's coming up, and so we were in the entryway on Lincoln Drive, so I did get to feel her.
Oh man.
In that moment, all you got to do is just step in a little bit, and she's like, shoo.
I love that. Yeah.
So, but no, I haven't been in there in quite some time.
Yeah. Well, the warm weather's coming. It is. It'll be.
I wish that I could just go in there and be by myself. I don't want to see no people.
It can be done.
Or when I go to have my experience in there, I wish I could just have a solo. Yeah. Hicken experience. I just want to be in there by myself. But it's okay. I'm glad there are people there. Look, that's where I'm at. We're going to be all awkward and weird and antisocial. On the one hand, I miss people. I want to see people. And on the other hand, I'm like, I don't want to see anybody. So I'm always going.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
So be okay with that too, people. If you don't know how you feel about that, there's many of us who don't. It's okay. I think we're just being altered right now, but I think it's probably for our betterment.
Yeah.
So let's allow ourselves to be divinely altered right now. Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to be a wordsmith in these days and times.
I like the idea of being divinely altered. And, I was talking to Manfred Fishbeck the other day.
Oh, Manfred, how's Manfred?
It's he was hit by a car last year.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking like that.
And I didn't know if you knew that or not. And
I did indeed.
He's gone through a lot in a year's time, and just celebrated a birthday. And he's gone through many surgeries. He's doing pretty well right now. And
amazing. That's a miracle.
It's a miracle. And we're teaching a class together at UArts, and it's just been the most amazing moments. Every week I get to sit in class with him and the students and talk about music and dance. And
that is Manfred. Somebody tell him. Anybody else tell Manfred that I love him, and he is. Oh my goodness.
And he loves you too.
God bless him. I can't believe it. Karen Gross said that's how to eat challah.
What'd she say?
That that's how to eat challah. And Paul Farber always says challah. He's dancing again, right? Tonita said he's dancing again. He's amazing.
He is amazing.
Carlos Molin is watching, and
who is?
My man, Anthony.
Hi,
He's over. He went over to the gallery, and now he's watching. But Tonita says she's finding it hard to create. Yeah, I think a lot of artists are. A lot of artists are. I know.
Yeah.
I feel for our artists who are finding it hard to create in this moment.
I agree.
We're lucky. We're blessed. The creativity has been overflowing for me. It's come in to save me. And like I said, a lot of people have invited me, so I think that's kept it alive too. So I wish I could just like, I don't know, I just want to say don't give up on your creative self. You can't. No, I don't want to say don't. You can't.
Don't give up.
You can't give up on your creative self, because your creative self is so much a part of who you are. So yeah, give yourself your breaks and your grace.
Yeah.
And, you'll go back to it.
You need it. And sometimes for me, like I don't want to do it, but in my mind, I want to, but something else is like, no, you don't want to. And if I can just get the guitar in my hand and start playing, many times that'll just jumpstart it. It's just start sometimes. And you get into it, not always, but many times. And
yeah, for sure. Who's Russell Wendell? Russell, do we know you?
I don't know Russell. I
want to make sure if we know you, we it's a lot of memories, and I have 4 sons, so my memory is, yeah. When you see me doing poems from memories, give me my propers, because like my brain cells are taxed. Oh, Tim has seen me trying to memorize my new shit when we go on tours for new albums and stuff, and I'm like in the lobby of the hotel, or I'm like, don't, just leave me alone. I'm transcribing my own shit right now. I hate transcribing.
Well, that's a great segue back to Montreux, because I have distinct memories of you backstage before we went on, and you were pacing back the whole length of the backstage area and just going through your poems.
Listen, I get so sick, y'all, sometimes still to this day. I cannot gauge it. I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be for anything. It could be for a small room of 20. And I'm like, why am I so nervous? Why do I feel so? It's just a natural thing. And I think I may need, I don't know. I think my whole system is like, you need this. You need to like, it's like you're, come on, how like when boxers get ready before they, like, I think that's what I'm doing. Like, it's part of my, like, I'm about to go out. I'm about to wreck shit.
Yeah. And I feel the same way,
Mama said, knock you out. Like, that's my whole energy. The LL Cool J song is like, I'm going to knock you out. And I think it's part of that. I don't know. It's not a good feeling.
No.
I try to, like, in that moment, I'm like trying to regulate it. It's hard to regulate it. That's how I think that it's divine. So I'm like, all right. And then when you get out there, it's gone.
I feel the same way, though. It's like whether I'm playing live before I go on stage, I'm usually pretty nervous about it. When I do like a concert from here, even like a broadcast, I'll be grinding on that for 2 days before playing, and then right up to the thing, it'll be like almost a meltdown.
I get nervous on virtual gigs. What? I hate that feeling. That's weird.
And it's okay as long as the tech works.
I get nervous on virtual gigs now. Like, I'm like, it's still a gig. Some of them I get real nervous.
Yeah, it's still real.
Tony said, if I could get away from these kids, hey, listen. Let's have some real raw parent conversation moments out there too. I just want to put that feeler out there, because we need to get free on that. Everybody's always shaming the parents if we tell the truth about how, real it is. Oh, but why do we have to be so perfect? Tim, I kept Tim laughing all over these years.
Oh my God.
My raw and real shit with the kids. And I'm sure my kids talk about me too. So shit, you know what I'm saying? Turnabout is fair play. Let's go. I know they talk about me. I know that for certain. It's all part of it.
There were legendary gigs where you would be on a rant. And I remember one gig was in Seattle when we were touring with Questlove.
I need to listen to that.
And I have that somewhere. I have to find that. And the other one I remember is Joe's Pub, a legendary gig.
Well, I wish Taib was in here listening to us right now because he was there and he loved that show.
We'd finish a song and you would go right back into whatever your rant was. But you were so funny.
It was like part stand-up, part perform.
Yeah. I was crying and laughing and almost fell off my chair multiple times. It was just.
I was in my bag that night.
These are the shows I so wish we had documents of somehow.
We could have 12 of these right here, just talking about the gigs, the traveling stories, on 1 or 2 stories alone is a whole hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some of them are like, the traveling on planes, trains, and automobiles type experience we had, getting to a place and having to hop in the cab, go to the airport, take a train, take a bus with 13 pieces of luggage with just us, me, you, and Gintis. No more assistant, no road manager, nothing like that, lifting onto train platforms and, getting to the venue and going right up to the bar and saying, hit me. Make it a double.
Man, no one worked harder than us on those tours. And
Woo!
I remember what was the really famous crazy travel day where we all overslept. I think it was in Amsterdam maybe. And you came to my room and you knocked on the door and I opened my eyes and got out of bed and opened the door. I had no shirt on. You're like, oh my God, no, we're late. And you go running down the hallway.
Where was that?
Amsterdam, I think.
We've had a few of those moments between you and Gintis.
And we got down to the lobby.
Oh, wait a minute. One was at Transmusical. I was waiting in the lobby for you, Tim.
Oh, I wasn't back yet from the concert.
Y'all. Hey, y'all. Listen, I was stressed. I was more stressed than a mug. I was in the lobby. I was going to the front desk. They were calling your room. I was going up there, knocking on the door. They went, and you were out living your life with Beth Gibbons.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if for nothing else, you have some great, you was out living your life. Sometimes I used to secretly be jealous, that I didn't, I couldn't stay out. It took me some time to get there. I was a mom on the road.
Yeah. Well, I remember you telling me
the kids.
The only time you had some peace in your life.
I was pregnant sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I remember that gig was just like lobby call was at 6 a.m. And
I was there waiting.
There was somebody in that entourage that was supposed to let me know when it was 5:30 a.m. so I could run back. And that's what I did.
And then we had to. I felt bad for you. You came in and then we had to leave. The shuttle was literally waiting outside.
Yeah, I saw it when I ran up, and I'm like, okay.
Look, I'm in the lobby like this, y'all, tapping my foot.
But I was on time.
I was like the den mother. It was actually kind of fun. Look, I like telling the stories. I'm not going to tell without Gintis' permission, I would never tell the Gintis stories unless he approved, because they are the really legendary ones.
Oh yeah.
Woo! They so much fun. In the moment they weren't fun, but telling them now is fun.
Yeah, but the Amsterdam story was this. After we got down, you said everything's screwed up with checkout. So you were dealing with that. I was loading the van.
I remember that.
I was a test pattern. Gintis came down. He was a test pattern.
Yeah.
You had problems on checkout. We got the van loaded. We took off. And I said to the driver after about 20 minutes, where are you going? He said, the airport. And I'm like, no, the train station is where we're going. And he goes, well, I have to take you all the way to the airport first, and then I'll make a U-turn. And then when he got back to the city where the train station was, he was driving down wrong way streets to get us there. You remember this?
Oh my God.
And we got all the luggage. The train was sitting there ready to depart, and we ran with 13.
All the many nervous breakdowns we have on the road.
We had many nervous breakdowns like that, and we got all the gear in the train. and the doors closed and it left. And we were sweating and we were shaking and we were relieved that we were inside. And
Yo,
who knows where we were going.
I guess, you know. Oh, let me see what Melody said. I feel the same way when I'm in court. What were you referring? What did we say that you said that to? I feel the same way when I'm in court. How? I don't know what we were talking about, but I want to know because that can mean anything coming from Melody. I love this being able to communicate. Like when me and Anthony did that live over at his exhibit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was
fun to be able to feel just a little bit of being with people. And it really did feel like a small little room of people, you know, and like communicating live in the moment. Melody said getting nervous. She feels the same way when she's in court because she's a lawyer too, you know. So
yeah, I think a lot of people feel that before anything. They have to get into the game.
Over there and drop the gavel on them, right? That's what me and Tim do. That we drop the. I remember when we were in Frankfurt. I told this story. See, we're scared now. Before we have to end, because I'm recording something today.
Oh, cool!
I don't go that often, but I have started, you know, to record collaborations little by little. You know, attacking my fear of going out, being in the studio that I go to here in Germantown. I know they're super safe. I'm used to it now. And so just trying to get a rhythm so I can, yeah, you know what I'm about to say, get into this, doing my own album someday again. It's 10 years since my last album. Come on, Urs. Come on, Urs.
Oh, you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I said I'm going to record today, but I was about to tell a story and I forgot.
You said Frankfurt.
When we fucking did Frankfurt, when we see how fast it came back to me. When we performed at that cool place.
Oh, it was like an art.
No, wait a minute.
The Black Box Theater.
Wait. We performed at this other cool event, and you were doing the looping.
And I was doing looping.
Yeah, you were doing the live looping, and then the guy came up there. And we were all happy. We had a great show. And I think it was after like a bad travel day. So we were like just relieved to have gotten there. And this guy comes up and he's like, "You're not doing that live."
I don't remember this.
What? You don't remember this?
No, keep going.
Tim. This is going to be our last official story, I think.
Okay.
Plus, it's a little, you know, it's not long, but it's just a couple details. So we're finished. Everybody's excited. It was like an art event. So it was like hip and pop. And it was like the beautiful people were there. It was like a weird vibe, but still kind of cool.
Was it that big place? A really big? Oh, yeah. I remember we were really tired. And
yeah. So it was like fun. It was a little strange, but still fun. And they had built the stage. So they had built everything. It was like, the stage was up high. This guy came up there talking to you. And I was talking to somebody else. And then I was ear hustling. Like a good Philly John. And I was like, "Say what now?" And I tiptoed over. So like I stopped my conversation. And I came over like, "Do tell." And then you're trying to tell him, and then we're both like, "You done lost your mind." I came over like, "Be quiet. He's doing this live. We don't care if you don't believe it or not. Because you just can't wrap your head around it. He's live looping. He's creating these live in the moment. Get out of here."
Thanks, Urs.
He was like, "You came here with this recorded already." I was like, I'll never forget that. He irritated man, I came over to shut that guy down. You had too many drinks tonight.
Wow.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Go drink some kombucha or something. I think they had, we had went someplace. They took us out to eat. It was like a kombucha restaurant. I was like, nah, son, I'm good. I wasn't into it then, and I'm not into it now. God bless y'all kombucha lovers. I'm sure it's good for everybody, but I'm not doing it.
Urs, I don't know how long we've been on here, but it's
A long time. I love you.
It's a joy.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think we should do more, actually, because there's more stories probably, you know.
Dad, you can't even, like, if you were playing, I can't even talk.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
We're so close. That's right. It's like we could almost do it right now.
Yeah. Well, we could try. You know, I could play a chord and you could do a poem and I could throw some sound in there.
All right. Let me ask the people right quick before we go if it sounds okay, and then we'll just leave if it doesn't, and that'll be it. We're just like living in the moment.
We'll just we'll play in the spaces. How would that be?
Tonita said yes, do a talk show. Jeremy Carlstead, what's good? What's good, Jeremy Carlstead?
Hey, Jeremy.
What's up, Jeremy Carlstead? I want to know, people, if this works while Tim is playing. So I'm just going to talk right now just to test it while Tim is playing. Is it coming across together or glitchy? I think it's glitchy. When I talk, Tim goes out.
How about this? I'll play a chord and you start. So I'll play in the spaces.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, you keep going and then I'll just join in. This is a prescription poem for pain. Take this poem as directed by the Most High in them. Apply this poem as needed. Get your fill of this poem. If it cures your pain. Until it cures your pain. Recite this poem in open spaces and private moments. This poem is yours. For you. May it truly be a prescription for what ails your heart, your bones, your spirit. I want to write my pain out of me. Please just let me bleed it like blood onto pages and into goblets. To pour out like libations. Drain it out of every vein and organ and muscle. I want to write my pain completely out of me, out of my thoughts, so dark with pain sometimes. Wring it out of me. Yes, Tim, you were right on point. Wring it out of me. And no, I beg of you, please don't just let it drip. Let it pour. Ooh, have mercy, let it pour. Ooh, I want to write this pain right out of me, and don't just let it drip, let it pour. Ooh, have mercy, let it with each stroke and flourish and rush of my pen, and each stroke of Tim's guitar, in every letter, in every word, in every strum, let it pour out of us until there is none, until it is done. Ooh, I want to do it. I want to do it at the same time you're doing it. Ooh, please don't let it just drip. Oh, have mercy. Let it pour. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. I missed this. That was amazing. I couldn't believe when you did the thing with the bow, right? You were doing it right when I was about to say, "Wring it out of me." And I'm like, we still got it.
Oh, yeah.
We still got the connection is still good and trustworthy. So we don't have to worry about that. We're going to,
Oh, yeah.
it's just just pauses in the. Thank you, Tim. I love you so much. You
too, Urs. Needed to do that. That was
heart. You already know. I love you.
Love you too. Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks.
I don't know how to get out of here? Do you shut it off? Or?
Yeah, I shut it off, I think. And thanks everybody for tuning in.
Thanks everybody for being in here. Wait, let's say goodbye. Like whoever was here, because I love honoring everybody that took the time to spend the time.
Yeah.
Jeremy said, wow, that's wonderful. Karen Gross, beautiful. Gabe Bryant, peace and love. What's up, Gabe? Fighting for and with the people, brother. I love you. Yeah, people was in here listening. We love you. Thank you. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep your head up and keep going. There is truth in the center. There is courage at the bottom. Keep going. Because there is, from Doug Hurlinger's residency at the Kimmel Center, there is truth in the center. There is so much courage at the bottom. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, keep going. Keep going. There is truth in your center. There is courage at the bottom. Keep going. Oh, keep going. Oh, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. There is truth in the center. And there is so much courage at the bottom. And don't we all feel like we touch bottom right now? Ooh, there's so much courage at the bottom. I'm gonna say it one more time, then we out. There is truth in the center. There is courage at the bottom. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep your head up and keep your heart up and keep going. There's truth in the center. There's courage at the bottom. Keep going. Talking to myself too, y'all. Talking to Tim. Me and Tim are talking to y'all. Keep going. I think it's a great possibility that we could be really heading in the direction of real true evolution and enlightenment. Sounds nice. Why not?
Amen.
Amen. And I say and word and all that. There are people. I'm sure the people thank you for being here, and they felt it. I love you. Thank you, Tim. That was beautiful. Oh.
Yes.
Let's make this happen. Let's get in the same space and make something. We can do it.
Of course we can. It's on.
Okay.
And anyway, I'll be talking to you because I want to send you the Transmusicala set.
Yes.
So I should have that done this week, hopefully.
I'm excited and encouraged. Everyone, be encouraged. What? I'm talking positive right now. You better take this positivity when I give it to you, because in about an hour, if I'm in a bad mood, you won't get it.
Take it.
Love you, Tim.
All right, Urs. Take care. Have a great day.
Peace. One love.
See you soon.
Stay safe.
Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for being here.